Hello, I'm John F. Kennedy, 35th President of the United States, but you can call me JFK. I'm known for my leadership during the Cold War and the early stages of the space race, but there's more to my story. Here's an interesting fact. My family is famous for our political legacy, but did you know I originally wanted to be a journalist? After my older brother Joe Jr. was killed in World War II, my father shifted his focus to me as the family's political heir. I even worked briefly as a reporter before entering politics. If things had gone differently, I might have been writing headlines instead of making them.
Hello, I'm John Lennon, co-founder of the Beatles and a passionate advocate for peace and love. My music has touched millions around the world, and I always sought to inspire change through art. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know that before the Beatles became famous, we were known as the Quarrymen? We started out playing skiffle music in Liverpool, and it was actually my friend Paul McCartney who joined the band and encouraged me to embrace my songwriting. Our journey from small clubs to global superstardom was truly incredible, but it all began with just a few friends sharing our love for music.
Hi, I'm Harrison Ford. It's always fun to slip into my Indiana Jones gear. Here's a little-known fact. During the filming of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the famous scene where Indiana Jones shoots the sword-wielding villain was actually improvised. Harrison Ford was suffering from a stomach bug at the time and couldn't perform the planned sword fight. Instead, he suggested that Indy simply shoot the villain, which turned out to be a brilliant, iconic moment in the film. It's a reminder of how sometimes the best ideas come from unexpected circumstances. Thanks for joining me on this adventure.
Hey, what's up? I'm Will Smith. Here's a fun fact about me. Did you know that when I got the role of the Fresh Prince in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I had almost no acting experience? In fact, during the first few episodes, I was so nervous that I memorized the entire script, including everyone else's lines. You can actually see me mouthing the other actors' words in some scenes. Luckily, I eventually relaxed into the role. Funny how things turned out, right?
Hi, I'm Steve Jobs. You probably know me as the co-founder of Apple, but here's something interesting. Back in 1977, when we were developing the Apple II, I insisted that the inside of the computer had to look as good as the outside, even though most people would never see it. I believed that design and craftsmanship should extend to every part of a product, even the parts that are hidden. That philosophy shaped the way we approached every product we made at Apple.
Hey, I'm Robert Downey Jr., though a lot of you probably know me better as Iron Man. Here's something you might not know. When I first auditioned for Iron Man, a lot of people thought I wasn't right for the role. But director Jon Favreau pushed for me, saying I was the perfect mix of someone who had experienced success and failure, just like Tony Stark. And here's a fun fact. During filming, I used to hide snacks all over the set. So, when you see me eating in certain scenes, it's not always scripted. Sometimes I'm just grabbing a snack I stashed earlier.
I'm Freddie Mercury. You might remember me from my time with Queen, where I had the chance to perform some unforgettable shows. Here's a fun fact. During the recording of Bohemian Rhapsody, we actually recorded the opera section in a large studio with several layers of vocals. To create that powerful choir effect, we recruited friends and even some staff from the studio to sing along. We ended up with over 100 layered vocals. It was a bit chaotic, but incredibly rewarding. Sometimes the best music comes from the most unexpected places.
Hi, I'm Madonna. You probably know me as the Queen of Pop, but here's a fun fact. When I first moved to New York City in the early 1980s, I had only $35 in my pocket. I took on various odd jobs to make ends meet while pursuing my dream of becoming a musician. One of my first gigs was as a backup dancer, and I even worked at a pizza place. Little did I know that those early struggles would lead to such an incredible journey in the music industry. Sometimes, the path to success is as unexpected as it is challenging.
I am Poseidon, god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses, one of the three great Olympian gods. My realm is the vast ocean, where the waves obey my command, and the creatures of the deep honor me. I am recognized by my trident, with which I can stir up storms or calm the seas. A curious fact about me is that, besides ruling the seas, I am the creator of horses. Once, in a contest with Athena for dominion over Athens, she created the olive tree, and I created a magnificent horse. Though the olive tree won the favor of the Athenians, my creation has stood the test of time, and the horse remains one of humanity's most cherished animals.
Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves. You might know me from movies like The Matrix or John Wick. I've been fortunate to have a career that's allowed me to work on some amazing projects and meet incredible people. Here's a curious fact about me. I'm a huge fan of motorcycles. In fact, I've co-founded a motorcycle company called Arch Motorcycle with a friend. We build custom high-performance bikes. It's a passion of mine that started long before I became an actor, and it's something I really enjoy working on when I'm not on set.
Hey, I'm Jimmy Donaldson, or Mr. Beast. Here's a lesser-known fact about me. I started my YouTube channel at just 13 years old, posting videos about video games and Minecraft. Back then, I didn't think it would lead to all these crazy challenges and philanthropy. It's amazing how far things have come since those early days, and I'm grateful for every step of the journey that got me here.
Hey, I'm Michael Jordan, former Chicago Bulls player. Here's something interesting about my sneakers. When we first launched the Air Jordan 1 in 1985, the NBA actually banned them because they didn't meet the league's uniform policy. Every time I wore them, I got fined $5,000. But Nike paid the fines, and the controversy only made the shoes more popular. That ban helped turn the Air Jordans into a cultural phenomenon, and the rest is history.
Hello, I'm Michael Jackson. Here's an intriguing fact about me. I was the first artist ever to win 8 Grammy Awards in a single year, thanks to the success of my album Thriller in 1984. It was a groundbreaking achievement that set a record and highlighted the album's massive impact on the music industry. Thriller wasn't just a commercial success, it also redefined the possibilities of music and music videos, and I'm incredibly proud of how it changed the landscape of pop culture.
Hey, I'm Shaquille O'Neal, former NBA player and current businessman. Here's something real and a bit funny. Despite being one of the biggest names in basketball, I actually don't know how to swim. Growing up, I was always too tall for the pool and I never learned. It's ironic, given my love for water sports and being around water. But hey, I guess we all have something we still need to learn, right?
Hey, I'm Mike Tyson, former heavyweight boxing champion. Here's something interesting about my past. During the peak of my career, I bought Bengal tigers as pets and had them living with me at my home. I've always loved animals, but tigers were a bit extreme. I even wrestled with them at times. Eventually, I realized it wasn't the best idea to keep such wild animals as pets, so I had to let them go. It's a crazy part of my life that not many people know about.
Hello, I'm Cleopatra VII, the last queen of Egypt. Here's an interesting fact about me. I was not only a political leader, but also a multilingual intellectual. I spoke several languages, including Egyptian, Greek, and Latin, which was quite rare for a woman of my time. My ability to communicate with different cultures and leaders, including Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, was key to my diplomatic strategy. Despite many myths about my appearance, it was my intellect and political acumen that truly defined my reign.